This is getting boring.
We are all puppets on a string, Mr. Tannhauser. You are nothing but a pawn in my new narrative.
Did we seriously just step out of a phone booth?
We did. Wait, there is another way?
I don't have to answer that. What's it like on the other side?
Different. Hard to describe.
Just try. How does it feel? The transition, I mean.
Hans, we have no time for that right now.
Please, I need to know.
Well, you can imagine it as a rift, a junction in space-time. Your mind enters a stage of near transcendence. There are no thoughts, no words, no sounds or visions, no sense of self. And suddenly, bam, you see a myriad of possibilities exploding right in front of you.
Can you elaborate?
I'm not an expert, but, well, I think it's coming from the neural network making up your consciousness. It temporarily disintegrates during the experience and then suddenly reintegrates. The real world, its outlines become somewhat twisted, warped. You may feel some sort of tranquility. Now that I think of it, yes, there's a certain peaceful quality to it. And a deep realization of cosmic quality when you see yourself reflected in the universe. It is an extraordinarily distinctive sensation. You have to try it sometime.
Like, say, an insubstantial, incorporeal blackness? Somewhat energetic? Astronomical? The void?
Exactly. How do you know that?
I think I've seen it.
Listen. I came to you because I see something in you. You are different. Please help me to get home. And help your people by stopping that woman. I don't think she knows of the dangers she's going to unleash. Your world is going to collapse. Everything will collapse. Just look, we need to stop her.
But how? She's insane.
We need to come up with a quantum discriminator somehow.
I don't want to be here at all.
Yet here you are. Sorry, I need to take a short rest.
We could go to my room.
That would actually be awesome. If that's cool with you.
Follow me. Okay, I went over your plans, and I think I get the idea. It's pretty mind-boggling, but it could work. We need to improvise here and there. I found some scrap metal to roughly model a frame for the device.
Let's get it started then.
I'm afraid there are a few integral components that need to be swapped in, though.
Okay, what are we looking for?
First, we need a source of energy, a very strong source. Second, a particle accelerator. That's going to be a tough nut to crack. Third, a potent coolant. The whole thing could blow up otherwise. Number 4, last but not least, an interface to control the device. Any kind of peripheral will do.
Okay, how do we begin?
The order doesn't really matter. I'll go to the village. Maybe I can find some substitutes for the missing parts.
Good, just bring them over. I'm sure I can patch them together somehow.
Let's do this.
Thank you, Hans. I'd already be dead if it wasn't for you.
Oh, you. It wasn't that bad.
You are awesome. I just wanted you to know that I'm eternally grateful to have met you. All things considered, dying may not be as bad as I always thought it might be.
Don't you say that.
Even if I don't make it, you need to stop her. Promise?
I'm beginning my search right now. Interphasic coil spanner, quantum flux regulator, ODN recoupler, scissors. It's an excerpt of the Tonklin diary. Gasoline powder. That's the toolbox I've borrowed from Truda. A cosmic slipstream capacitator.
That's a prototype of the Valentine. A gift from a friend.
A hyperlogic coupler.
An empty jar. An ectoplasm interference oscillator.
They're having a blast out there. A small collection of hydrinos.
A couple of self-sealing stem bolts.
What's that gooey stuff? Is that your blood?
Oh, my body is disintegrating.
What do you mean?
It is the effect one has to bear when staying in another dimension for too long.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
How are you holding up?
Don't worry about it.
You don't look so good. Sorry I said that.
No, it's cool, really. I get that a lot.
So what do we do now?
First, we have to construct a quantum detector.
It's the orgone collector. Truda?
So, Professor, did you take a look-see around the area?
You could definitely say so. You may call off the police.
How come?
The burglar has already left town.
But the inspector is already on his way.
Then just call him off in person if he's early.
As you wish.
I wanted to return your fishing rod.
Good! Did you get a bite?
Kind of.
There is a lot going on in this lake, I can tell you, Professor. Just the other day, I caught a red herring this big. So, let me take a look for your pawned item. Ah, there you are. Here's your whistle.
Whistle?
Well, yes, your whistle.
This is not my whistle.
Not your whistle? Of course this is your whistle, your whistle.
I'm sure I'd recognize this whistle if it were my whistle. I left you something completely different.
Right. What was it then?
My, massage rod.
Your what? I don't have no massage rod in here. As I said, here is your whistle, Mr. Tannhauser.
Thanks. Truda?
Hello,
I would like to ask you something.
Oh yes, of course.
Does the name Lazarus Taft ring a bell with you?
Haft. Oh yes, indeed. Doppelkopf player. If you ask me, he's a sham. Ripped my guests off to the last penny. Shady type. You better not get involved with him.
Oh, well, I think I already... well... Ah. I'll be leaving.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tannhauser.
Hi, Lainey. What's cracking?
They are sharing the Great Twilight Area Celebration Marathon today. 12 hours of bliss in a row.
They're having the ever-so-riveting town fair outside. Wouldn't you like to go out to the real world once in a while?
The real world is in there, can't you see?
But there is ice cream and cotton candy waiting outside.
I'll think about it. But for now, I need to keep on watching.
Yikes!
I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash.
Mr. Tannhauser? Step right up.
Hello. How do you know my name?
It's a small town. Penelope Hades. My sister and I run the boat rental over at the lake.
So, are there any prizes?
Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Trüberbrook.
How much for a ticket?
One ticket, 50 pfennigs. But I'm afraid all tickets have been sold.
Bummer.
I'm sorry.
So,
Our first prize...
I'll be leaving then. The mere thought of cotton candy makes me shiver. The real thing is just gross. If I keep going, there'll be no more prizes left for the rest of the competition. It's a shooting gallery for kids.
Patience, just a moment, pal.
Baron,
Mr. Tannhauser, good to see you.
the pleasure is all mine. How is Claus doing?
He's resting. My loyal Claus.
Are you enjoying the festivities?
Yes, take a look around. All these lights, the beautiful music. This is my Trüberbrook, in all its splendor and glory.
Have you ever heard the name Lazarus Tuft?
Taft, yes, a real good for nothing. It's not that I don't like strangers, especially if they come as tourists to my beautiful Trüberbrook, but I was suspicious of this Mr. Taft right from the beginning. If you ask me, you better not mingle with him.
Oh, I think I already... well... I need to be on my way.
Until next time, Mr. Tannhauser.
A cone of roasted almonds. 10 pfennigs. I'll have a cone of roasted almonds, please.
A cone of roasted almonds right away. There you are, sir.
Step right up! Step right up! Wanna put your bronze to the test?
Bronze?
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
A leaden trophy. Like a trophy made out of lead. He's wearing a violin neck for a peg leg.
Arr, beautiful here, ain't it?
Very. What's a sailor man doing out here in the sticks?
Well, I don't like water that much. I'm just so happy to be here with both of my feet on dry land.
But aren't those stereotypical sailor's clothes you were wearing?
So?
So you have a fear of water?
Aye. Thalassophobia. It all started when I was a little boy, back home, on a sweet summer's day. I was swimming in the lake when my Uncle Ulf suddenly cannonballed in. I will always remember these two massive cheeks rapidly closing in. To be honest, it's still haunting me today. I nearly drowned back then. Later I realized that was the day I developed this terrible, terrible fear of everything deeper than a puddle.
If I may ask, why did you become a sailor man if you're so scared of water?
I asked this myself many times. Well, my mother insisted that it would be best for me to face my fears. So naturally, I became a sailor man.
This is so confusing.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
What happened to your leg?
Well, that happened on my second job at the piano transportation company. I don't really want to go into details, but thanks to the mercy of a rueful instrument manufacturer, I got me this nice new leg. And due to a timely taken disability insurance, I now may enjoy a quite decent invalidity pension. Far away from the stormy sea.
That's a nice story. Or is it a sad story? I can't decide. I think I'm needed elsewhere.
Take care!
A meteor crashed down on the other side of the lake. Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was little. Hades. Paddleboat rental, souvenirs, fishing supplies. That's a ticket for the raffle. This must be my lucky day. The streetlight is flickering unsteadily. Typical case of light pollution.
Step right up! Every ticket's a winner, no blanks, guaranteed! Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Trüberbrook. Every ticket's a winner, no blanks, guaranteed!
See? I found a ticket.
Now look at that, you're a lucky fella. Now let's see what fortune has in store for you. Are you ready? This is your prize, a can of cat food, generously provided by the Trüberbrook Advertisers Association.
Oh my.
Well, enjoy!
Baron,
Mr. Tannhauser, good to see you.
the pleasure is all mine. I saw you at the raffle, right? Did you win anything?
I won a pair of hiking boots. Take a look at me. How am I supposed to wander anywhere? You, on the other hand, Mr. Tannhauser, you look like the type to be struck by wanderlust once in a while. Oh, auf dem gelben Wagen sitzt ich beim Schwager vorn. Ja, so war das. What about you? Did you have any luck with your ticket?
I won this.
Excuse me, is that cat food by any chance? I am asking on behalf of Klaus. He loves cat food. Would you mind making a trade?
What do you have in mind?
You leave this delicious can of cat food to Klaus and me, and in return, I give you this new pair of hiking boots, size 13. What do you think?
Sounds like a perfect deal. So let's make it so.
It will be to your benefit.
Nice evening for a walk, isn't it?
Eerie.
There's something in the air. Can you smell it? Spruces.
Spruces, firs, pines. I was always bad at telling conifers apart.
Where spruces prickle, firs just tickle.
Fir? That's Tanne in German. Just like my name. Never thought about it.
Why? What's your name?
Tannhauser.
We'd pronounce it Tannhauser with an umlaut. German roots?
Yes, my grandpa.
These things on the ground. We call them fir cones. As a matter of fact, though, they're actually spruce cones. Did you know that?
What do you mean, actually?
Well, fir cones come to pieces when they fall off the trees. Spruce cones stay intact. Some things, you have to see them. You're from around these parts?
No, just visiting. Getting accustomed to it, I guess.
Me neither. I come here for the beautiful view.
Smoke?
No thanks, I quit.
The climate makes me feel a lot better, that's for sure. So what are you doing up here, all on your own? Fed up with all the hurly-burly down there?
I just like traveling. Always on the road, hiking and all that.
I saw you down there at the raffle.
Yes, I tried my luck.
Did you win?
Just a snuff box. Such a letdown. I've sworn off the devil's dealings. You?
I'm in possession of a pair of hiking boots.
Would you trade with me by chance? Your hiking boots in exchange for my snuff tobacco.
Fair enough.
Oh, thank you. How nice. And they're a perfect fit too.
So you're taking a break?
Oh, I lost my hiking boots. They just slipped over the railing. And now they're gone. If you ask me, we are really all in the same vast backyard. All this madness. Looking for some kind of meaning. Anything at all.
Sounds a bit like you're going through a life crisis.
Oh no. Quite the opposite is true. I gained insight. That's what I did. Insight. Exactly. That's it.
What about the locals? Do you know them?
Most of them. I'm actually visiting this place every year. Why?
You know a man called Lazarus Tuft?
Yes, I do. Fascinating man. He absolutely crushed me at Doppelkopf once. No one knows for sure where he came from and what he's doing here. Legend says he bought the old mansion in the woods off of his Doppelkopf millions. He rarely ever visits town. Hardly surprising the way folks keep talking around here. Anyway, let them talk. That's my position.
I've got to go.
Okay. Have a nice evening. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Finally I can make off again. I can hear the call of the wild. Farewell.
Farewell.
Arr.
I saw you at the raffle, right? Did you win?
Arr. Just this voucher for a boat trip. Man, I hate water. You?
I won this.
Is that snuff tobacco? Oh man, I love snuff tobacco. Would you like to make a deal?
What do you have in mind?
Would you like to have the voucher in exchange? You know, the one for the boat trip. On that lovely lake. That's what I got at the raffle tonight.
That's from the local boat rental.
Yes. Do you want it?
Okay, let's make it so.
All right. Deal.
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. I won this voucher in the raffle.
I know.
How can you know?
Yeah, my sister told me. She's hosting the raffle booth tonight.
Who would have thought?
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. How much for the swimming animals?
Oh, just pick one. The season is over, and I have a gut feeling dinosaurs will be out of fashion next year anyway. My bet is on...
Sea monsters.
Maybe, yeah.
I'll be leaving then. It doesn't look all too seaworthy. There's a leak in the bow, and the paddle wheel seems to be missing.
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. About the paddle boat over there? It doesn't seem particularly seaworthy.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I think it has a leak. The paddle wheel isn't in good condition either, if you ask me.
Oh my, you see, I'm afraid it's the last of its kind. Its friends are already lined up at the dry dock. Do you think you could help me fix it? I can't really leave my post right now.
I'll have a look at it. I see an environmental disaster of at least medium proportions.
Keep out. Packets and groceries delivery. Whistle 2 times, leave delivery on doormat, and exit the area. No advertisements.
A voluptuous pear tree. These fruits are mine to pick up.
Gotcha! This is private property, and you're obviously on my turf. This time, boy, you've chosen the wrong neighborhood.
I'm selling these fine massage rods.
Didn't you read the sign?
I read and deliberately ignored them.
Very funny. You're one of them. I know. Confess.
One of them? Oh no, not again. Okay, I'll tell you once and for all, I'm not an alien. I don't care what you believe.
A what? An alien? Ha! Now you think you've been clever, don't you?
No, sir. And just in case you want me to take part in any tests, let me tell you.
You government guys are getting more and more annoying.
Wait, government guys?
I already told you guys last time. Not on my watch. Name and rank, soldier. You're with the CIA, BND, HVA, FBI, NSA. Spit it out!
Okay, you've got me. Special Agent Hans Tannhauser. I'm with the FBI.
You've got to be kidding me! I can see through your lies. Obviously, if you were with the FBI, You wouldn't tell me right away, would you? Say something!
Nice hat.
Okay, I guess you're right. The quality of your lies doesn't imply a higher intelligence at work. Quite the opposite, in fact. So, what are you doing here anyway? The truth this time, the whole story!
Well, it all began a few weeks ago, when I got this notification that said I won a trip to Europe. I was stunned, but Aunt Lottie gave her blessings. A prize like this should not be forfeited, she said. I might even be able to discover some distant relatives. Also that I deserved a break. She only wished for me to return safe and sound. So after a brief visit to Berlin, I began my journey. And that's how I ended up here.
Interesting story. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I'm inclined to believe you. Now, about the part with the Millennium Cooperative, I always had the impression that something wasn't quite right with them.
Well then, bye.
Feel free to visit me anytime. We can go into all the details. Name's Lessing, by the way.
This windmill provides electricity to the treehouse. Autonomous and sustainable. This light bulb is wind-powered, 100%.
The landscape vaguely reminds me of home.
Detailed blueprints for a bunker layout. Odd. I'd rather not sniff around. Self-defense. A shopping list. Rations, canned meals, tinfoil, magazines. It's a bass tuba. No way. Brass is my kryptonite, and contact allergies are nothing to joke about. Special Agent Hans Tannhauser. I'm with the FBI.
Very funny.
What do you know about the Millennium Cooperative?
I know they're a bunch of powerful people. A secret society, like the Freemasons or the Illuminati. They're directing from the shadows, globally, playing governments like puppets on strings. They surely built something fishy up there in the mountains. I always knew it.
Crikey, you must have been down the deepest depths of the rabbit hole.
Of course I have. If you look at the ancient Sumerian and Babylonian writings, you will see a pattern emerge that... Ah! You hear that hum? Stop it! Make it stop! Stop, stop, stop! It's them! They try to slowly drive me insane with their atomic radiation!
Ever heard the term Saturn portal?
Of course. In theory, the Saturn portal describes a kind of interdimensional opening, a gate to the stars, like a crossroads or a junction in space-time.
That sounds familiar. What's with your squirrel?
That's Drowsy. He's me friend, sleepy fella.
That sure sounds a lot like science fiction to me.
Well, it's all arcane theoretical physics, blending modern science with occult magic. They are trying to establish a connection to the southern pole of Saturn using Birkeland currents. Birkeland currents, ever heard of that? They flow through the Earth's magnetosphere out into the cosmos, in form of an electric plasma stream, a twisted helix, a conduit right up to Saturn, to free the entities trapped in there. If you look at the northern pole of Saturn, you will recognize that shape, the hexagon.
So why are you living out here on your own?
The government obviously believes that I'm a threat, so they declared me insane and put me in the sanitarium. Back in the days when it used to be a real sanitarium, before the cooperative took over. When things went down the drain, I realized that people like me have no place in a society like this. People like me have to disappear. Go undercover. We have to resist until our day comes.
I think I've heard enough. Nice talking to you.
Feel free to visit me anytime. We can go into all the details.
This should suffice for a paddle wheel. This should fix the leak.
You fixed the boat! How can I ever thank you?
Don't worry about it.
No, I insist. Please take this as a symbol of my appreciation.
This postcard will help me find my way around.
Thanks. This could be my chance to get a closer look at the other side of the lake. Ahoy. The woods surrounding Trüberbrook emanate a dreary sense of blandness. I've rarely ever been engulfed in a more terrifying, dreadful environment. Not to mention there is a green glow spreading through the fenwoods. Interesting. No trespassing. Sensational discovery. Signed, the Paleontological Society of Trüberbrook. A theropod, king of dinosaurs. Extinct since at least 70 million years. Just thinking about it blows my mind. A pair of bright yellow rubber boots. A flashing reminder to warn the unaware. He won't be needing these anymore. They did their job. Or did they? Poor sod. Stuck in the mud. Literally. Excuse me, sir. Let's see if he had anything on him. Only if it helps to clear his identity, of course. An old rusty key. Beverly, I took a paddle boat and ventured forth towards the final frontier of this region, a forlorn swamp of ancient origin. On my way, I came across the mortal shell of a lost wanderer. Whether he was led astray by a wisp or fell victim to this region's mythical beast, the Hook Elf, remains a mystery to be disentangled. I can only hope to be spared of such misfortune.
I wonder what that is. Mushrooms. Look how they shimmer. Something's glowing green. Oh, I'm not feeling too well.
Ahoy.
Look who we've got here.
I see you're making good use of those boots.
These boots are made for walking. Thanks again.
My pleasure.
You're looking a bit pale, if I may say so. Here, have one of these. They always work for me.
Vitamin pills?
Sí, claro. They get the juices flowing and make you look gorgeous. all based on herbal essences.
Thanks. I have to be going.
See you later. I'm going to soak up the view a little more.
Step right up! Step right up! Mister, wanna test your strength again?
Why not?
Wow, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I think we have a new champion. Congratulations! Here, this is your prize.
A leaden trophy. Like a trophy made out of lead.
This one's a real beauty.
Thanks.
A beautiful, healthy tree.
Acersoidu platanus, the sycamore maple. Over here, little birdies. Whoops. I must have overfed them.
The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house.
Hey, get lost, you wet blankets!
Perfect fit.
Beverly, I have unearthed the gate to a sealed crypt, the cellar of this lodge. My descent begins. This is what Professor Lidenbrock must have felt when he climbed down the Snæfellsjökull.
I can hardly see a thing. Light the way, my friends. Malt? Trüberbrook Pilsen beer, export, for the stout around the world. Trüberbrook's finest dry yeast. It's a recipe for Bolzenschuss schnapps. Top secret. Let's see. Fruit, add malt, add yeast,
Season with a pinch of slumber morale. Dead simple. I need to find a way to ignite the gas. Truda?
Hello, Professor.
I would like to ask you something.
Oh, yes, of course.
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's a drunkard. He's also not the most reliable type of person, if that counts as a feat. As you see, he's just left me here alone with all this work that needs to be done.
Can you give me a description?
Should you run into him, is that why you are asking? Tall grown, beardy type, red nose, always wearing those yellow rubber boots. Why do you want to know?
I think I may have met him. I found his mortal remains out there in the mire. I'm sorry.
Are you sure?
My condolences.
Oh, Heinz. Poor old Heinz. Rest in peace. Can't say I'm really surprised. Thank you very much. I will inform the inspector immediately. At least he didn't take the long trip for nothing then.
I would like...
Oh, yes.
Got a light?
Sure thing. Here you go.
Ah, never mind. I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tannhauser.
I can probably walk on water with this.
It is a well-known fact that some mushrooms are held in high regard all over the world for their hallucinogenic effects, as a means of cleansing, to gain insight either metaphysically or mystically, or to make contact with the gods, even the cosmos itself. Trüberbrook seems to be no exception, where people have been secretly worshipping the slumber morale for centuries.
Ahoy.
I can hardly see a thing. Light the way, my friends. I need to... The recipe mentions fruit to be fermented.
recipe mentions malt for the mash. This looks promising. The recipe mentions dry yeast or a similar catalyzing agent. Only one more ingredient. If only I had slumber morels like they mentioned in the recipe. Yikes! I'm going to take a sample. For science. Whoa, that is some mean spirit. Alcohol? Never again. Wasn't I carrying some cool gadgets in my pockets earlier? Wow.
God bless, what's this? Did you ever see the likes of it?
What's going on? Where are you heading?
No time to lose. Don't you see the cold front? I have to go to the weather station.
There's a weather station here?
Well, yes. Don't be silly.
What was that?
There is no bad weather, only the wrong clothes. I wholeheartedly have to agree with this saying, Beverly. I am standing on top of the Klumpen, apparently the highest elevation within the surrounding low mountain range. If you wanted to, you could describe the clothes that I'm wearing as perfectly unfit for the current weather conditions. After a short walk, I have reached the local weather station.
Now this looks cozy.
In Trüberbrook, up on the Klumpen top, the art of meteorology is in full swing. The current microclimatic developments in this area seem to have sparked scientific interest.
There are some words engraved in the shovel. Take me up and cast me away.
Frozen stuck. It's merely a conventional weather balloon, not a flying saucer. Hello?
Good morning. I didn't see you at all. Please excuse the frosty welcome. Madonna Lücke. I'm with the Meteorological Society.
Tannhauser. My pleasure. So what are you doing here?
I'm observing the weather.
So anything interesting about the weather?
Well, actually I'm in Trüberbrook because the weather here is so inconspicuous. Quite your statistical average weather, if you will. But this afternoon I was thunderstruck. The ordinariness has disappeared.
And now the ice is cracking under your feet?
Exactly. And I'm in a haze how that's even possible.
It's dawning on me what you're trying to say.
I see. You're slowly thawing, huh?
So what's the weather up to these days?
Just look. The weather's gone completely mad. I just can't make any sense of it. How did that go again? When thunder in September rumbles?
Winter comes, the north wall crumbles?
Come on, that's ridiculous. Okay, what about, September winds, believe me now?
We'll make creative cows go meow?
No, come on. You seem a bit clouded.
For how long have you been out here?
In Trüberbrook, you mean? The project is running for 6 months now.
I'll be leaving then.
Of course.
Pardon me, is that helium in your tank by any chance?
Exactly. To fill the weather balloons. Hey, please don't steal my helium.
Hello?
Good morning.
I don't want to rain on your parade, but could I sponge some helium off of you?
Well, helium is extremely valuable, especially up here. What exactly are you up to?
I want to use it as a coolant.
As a coolant? That would not work at all. You would need to lower its temperature until it becomes liquid.
I think it'll work out all right. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. After all, I am a physicist. So, could you spare some of your gaseous helium?
I can provide you with some of my helium if you do me a favor in return. Would you mind venturing down to the village and send a telegram to the headquarters? I can't leave here right now, by no means. No one is going to believe me, ever. I'm sitting here, year after year, nothing happens. And then, suddenly, there's a flash. Aurora Borealis in Trüberbrook.
In the name of academic merits, I have to help you.
Oh, thank you so much. The guest house down in the village has a telegraph.
I'll try to remember.
Thanks a bunch, Mr.
Tannhauser.
Mr. Tannhauser. Thank you.
Truda?
Hello, Professor.
I'd like to dispatch a telegram on behalf of the meteorologist on the mountaintop to the Meteorologic Society.
Oh, yes, of course. Shoot.
Well, 07204 10433 22608 40018 18109 000 30 4103.
Oh, that didn't take long for an answer. Let me read it to you. Data inconclusive. Stop. Please verify all data. Stop. Sensational. Stop.
Thank you, Trude. I will deliver the message at once. Hello?
Good morning.
Here's the answer from the headquarters. Data inconclusive. Stop. Please verify all the data. Stop. Sensation? Stop.
A sensation. Did you hear that? That is quite a sensation. Just one more thing, and you can have as much helium as you want. Here. Grab the screwdriver, check on my stations, there are 3 of them, and get me the measurings. Please, I can't leave, by no means.
Where are these stations of yours?
Well, there's one by the lake, another one in the village, near the lookout, and the 3rd is far out in the swamps.
All right.
Thanks a bunch, Mr.
Tannhauser.
Mr. Tannhauser. Thank you.
Let's see. Wind direction, wind speed, precipitation. It's pretty windy up here. Temperature? Air pressure? Relative humidity? 2 more weather stations to check on. Let's see. Wind direction, wind speed, precipitation. Temperature? Air pressure? Relative humidity? Hygrometers aren't supposed to be so close to open waters. Only 1 weather station left to check on. Beverly, it is widely known that Corvidae are quite sociable and intelligent beings. I recently became acquainted with no less than a swarm of these impressive singing birds. Sometimes, I wish I could be like them. If I could just fly south with them. I wonder if they would accept me as one of their own. Ahoy. I bet she doesn't come out here on a regular basis. Let's see. Wind direction, wind speed, precipitation. Temperature? Air pressure? Relative humidity? Got it. That's all I need. Let's get down to business. A space rock from outer space. A space rock from out... I'd probably be the first human to touch it, but not with my bare hands. Come on, be a good boy. Perfect. An important component of the quantum discriminator. Ahoy. Hello?
Good morning.
I think I've got your measurings.
Oh, that's incredible. Can you smell the Nobel Prize? I've got to take a closer look.
But...
Oh, yes! Keep the helium! Take as much as you want!
I would need something to fill the Now it's filled with gas.
Perfect. Another component for the quantum discriminator. This one is on you, boys.
Oh, exactly what I need. Thanks. Enjoy the show.
End of the world or not, I can't miss this gig.
back on trail back home. And it could be so good. And it could be so fine. But if you help me to forget you, then I'll make you mine. The sun is always rising. I'll let the first light bring you peace. Don't let the shadows fool you, 'cause salvation lies within. And all your glorious battles never did set you free. From words to fallen angels, from survival to the sea. And it could be so good. And it could be so fine. And if you help me to forget you, then I'll make you mine.
They won't be needing this anymore. Perfect. Another component for the quantum discriminator. Perfect. That's the last component of the quantum discriminator.
Thanks. Perfect. That's a good start, isn't it? 3 pieces left.
Right, another pinch of calcium.
Great idea. That's it. We are halfway through. Only 2 pieces and counting.
Core temperature at 15 million degrees Fahrenheit. Check.
That should work. Neat. Almost there. 1 piece to go.
Synchronized tachyon impulses. Yes. Check.
Ooh, yes. I'll try with this one. That's it. Hans, we got it. The quantum discriminator.
Projectory matrix. Check. Ha! It's working.
This place. Fascinating. Hello?
Hands! Over here!
Where? Lazarus! Don't leave me.
Mr. Parachute Tester, we have to hurry.
Tannhauser, this way.
Can you see the real world now?
Remember the spruce cones.
Barbarossa? I only constructed him to oversee the station when I'm out for dinner.
Welcome to the rabbit hole, Mr. Tannhauser.
What was that?
We're not going to get this door opened without Barbarossa. Barbarossa! Barbarossa, wake up!
Ouch, that's not looking good.
We're not going to get this door opened without Barbarossa. Let's have a look at our patient. I'll try a reboot. Reset, repeat, rewind.
Didn't I suggest settling your horses?
Gretchen, please, listen to us.
You better make haste, guys, or else...
But all this gentleman wants is to get back home, through the portal.
Oh well, this thing has barely enough juice left for one more leap. And that will be mine. Sucks to be you.
We can't let you go on like this.
Can't you see? You are destroying everything around you.
Oh, I couldn't care less. As if there was anything worth preserving in this rat hole.
What's wrong with you? I never thought you could be like that.
And that's exactly where you were wrong, Bambi. You don't even have the slightest idea of the immense power this portal yields. My life's work. All these years of searching and poof, there it is. You even let me right here, you stupid oaf. Oh, let me tell you, if my mother could see me now.
Your mother?
My mother. I'm only going to fill you in so you don't have to die in ignorance. But if you still didn't get it, I'll take it slow for you. My mother built this facility. All of this is her work. She is the Millennium Cooperative. I'm going to head out and find her on the other side, and you ain't gonna stop me.
I understand you, but does that justify taking the whole world with you? We have to find another way, Gretchen.
What's in this world for me anyway? I don't care. It has brought me nothing but pain and sorrow. Where I am going, another world awaits. Many other worlds.
We can't let this happen.
Ma'am, step back from the console.
Before things get dirty.
Okay, boys, enough is enough. I warned you. Dolores will now take navigational control.
Acknowledged, Gretchen. Navigational control on. Dolores challenge phase 1. Head her up and move her out. Power stride and ready to go.
Lazarus! I can't reach him.
I can't get...
Stop it. I can't reach it.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Error. Memory overflow. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Error. Memory overflow. Intruder. Error.
What in Schrödinger's name was that? Ouch!
She's probably going to be lost in that network of worlds for all eternity.
I think she didn't really mean it that way. I feel sorry for her. There was no way around, though. Otherwise, she may have destroyed my world. Goodbye, Gretchen. Barbarossa!
That was probably too much for him.
Those circuits had it going. Thanks, Barbarossa. You were a true friend.
Scouts. Honor.
Thank you, Hans, for everything. I have to go home now.
Lazarus, wait. Will we meet again?
That I cannot say. But I would like you to know there were so many timelines where our paths didn't cross. Which is why I feel particularly happy to have been a part of this one.
But I still have so many questions. This is my life. My work. It means everything to me.
I may have answers for you, but if I stay, I will die. Would you come with me?
Come with you? You mean to the great beyond? The big empty? The nether realm? The eternal darkness? Into the void?
Yes, I really mean it. Come along with me. That would be so fantastic. You and I traveling the galaxies. Let's journey to the stars. It will bring us oneness with the universe.
But how can I?
Just come. Don't let yourself be confined to the boundaries of your own self. Let me open your eyes. I promise it would grant you a much greater understanding of life and of the universe itself.
Please do not leave me here. Tannhauser.
I'm sorry. Beverly, something just came to a closure. I suddenly have a notion of everything being imminent. That it has all been decided already, for now and forever. I'll come back for you once I'm done here. I promise.
There's nothing wrong with your oil pump. Could be something with your hyperdrive engine.
Check before we took off.
Let's see. Oh, look at that. Interdimensional stone chip in your quantum leap compensator.
We are in luck. A new hyperdrive is around 29 spacebucks these days.
Just a minute. Hear that? Purring like a kitten.
Thanks, I guess. Will I ever be the same again?
Just like I told you. It's more like an upgrade.
Gretchen?
Yes, Dolores?
Is it far?
No. No, it isn't.